Hello, and welcome to another Origins of Expressions. Today, we'll be going over the phrases one horse town, two left feet, two's company, three's a crowd. What do they all have in common? They're all phrases and idioms around numbers. Let's go ahead and get right to work and start out our video. Numbers are important. The interpretation of these numbers is key. Numbers can influence decisions related to performance, investment, and effectiveness, amongst other things. We have had some sort of number system in place since written history started. So, since they've been around so long, we use them in idioms and phrases as a way to express the way we see the world. Today, we will explore a few idioms that have been created with numbers in mind. Let's go ahead and start the countdown to the first phrase. One horse town. One horse town means that the place that you are talking about is small and insignificant. This phrase started out a bit different and has changed over time. In the 1700s through the end of the 1800s, it was just said as one horse. It was used to express tasks that could be completed by one horse. Charles Dickens wrote in the magazine All the Year Round in 1871 that one horse is an agricultural phrase applied to anything small or insignificant, or to any inconsiderable or contemptible person, as a one horse town, a one horse bank, a one horse hotel, a one horse lawyer, etc. As time went on, the phrase one horse town stuck and was the one that was used all the time. One of the earliest records of the phrase was in 1857 in Graham's Illustrated Magazine. In a poem, The One Horse Town, written by A.B. Furrier, it reads, "In a mean little, green little one horse town." Today, we still use one horse town the same way to explain that something is small, unimportant, and insignificant. An example sentence would be, I can't wait to graduate high school and get out of this boring one horse town. Well, let's hope they find what they're looking for when they do move. While they wait, we can move into our next phrase. Two left feet. Two left feet means that you are clumsy or awkward, especially with your feet. You might find yourself tripping or stumbling a lot. Quite often, you hear I have two left feet when it comes to dancing, usually focused on a man who could not dance. When it comes to dancing, I have two left feet. This phrase focuses on the left side of the body. The left side comes with a sense of being non-dominant, causing awkwardness, and a long time ago, even being the evil side. There has been a long history of showing prejudice around the left side. Because really, if you think about it, if you had 2 feet that were the same, whether they were left or right, you'd probably be quite awkward. But it's that left side. Before two left feet came into the picture, there was a phrase two left hands. That saying has been around since the early 1700s, used to describe high society persons, usually a woman, who seemed awkward. Two left feet came into the picture in 1916 when Pelham Greenville Wodehouse wrote the story The Man with Two Left Feet. It was published in many magazines, the first being in the USA in the Saturday Evening Post, then in the UK in the Strand magazine. After that point, it was published in a short stories book in 1917. The text read, Sure, Bill, she had said. She was a breezy old lady with a military mustache and an unconventional manner with her clientele. You come to me an hour a day, and if you haven't two left feet, we'll make you the pet of society in a month. Today, we still use two left feet to describe a person, male or female, who is not good at dancing. We also use it to express someone being clumsy or uncoordinated. An example sentence is, I've always had two left feet, so I was nervous about our first dance after the wedding. Well, let's let them enjoy their time as we step into our last phrase of the video. Two's company, three's a crowd. Two's company, three's a crowd means that two people want to be alone together and the presence of a third person stops that from happening. Three's a crowd. Two's company, three's a crowd is a short common saying that gives advice or shares a universal truth or impart wisdom. Usually, when a couple invokes the proverb two's company, three's a crowd, they are romantically involved. Sometimes it is used between two friends, but that means you don't enjoy the company of the third person. Ouch. The origin of the phrase two's company, three's a crowd is traced to a proverb quote in John Ray's 1678 collection of the English proverbs, two's company, but three's a crowd. The phrase turned up in America in 1856 in the North American Review, and it read, two is company, three is a crowd is almost as true of travel as it is of conversation. Today we still use the phrase two's company, three's a crowd in more of a romantic situation, when we're trying to tell somebody they do not belong. An example sentence is, Lucy tried to follow Mark and Nora into the other room. Nora turned to her and said, two's company, but three's a crowd. Well then, let's turn and go the other way so we're not interrupting them either. Oh, fun fact. Did you know that the number 9 is considered to be a magic number? Yep, that's right, it is. And here's why. If you multiply a number by 9 and add all the digits of the new number together, the sum will always add up to 9. So let me go over a few examples. If we do 8 times 9, you get 72. Then we take 7 plus 2 equals 9. How about another one? 4 times 9 equals 36. And when we add 3 plus 6, we get 9. How about one more? How about 17 times 9, which equals 153? So then if we add 1 plus 5 plus 3, we get 9. Now that's cool. What numbers are you trying to put together to equal 9? Well, that's the information I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about where our idioms and phrases come from. If you did, I'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. I know, two's company and three's a crowd, but 1 million subscribers, well now that's a party! I just want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And oh yeah, quick question before you go. Do you know any idioms or phrases around numbers? Maybe you know other idioms or phrases in an entirely different subject. I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below, and if I use one of the phrases, I'll give you a shout out. Thank you again for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. Until next time, bye.